Hey, how's it going, guys? MrBossFTW here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about another secret vehicle that Rockstar actually has hidden away in the game files of Grand Theft Auto Online and could be released going forward in a future update. We're going to be talking about all that and more in today's video. So in a similar video we did last week, we talked about how there was a secret version of the Vamos that Rockstar ended up cutting from GTA Online. And it was essentially the Chevy Nova from the movie Death Proof that would actually explode if it made contact with another vehicle. And that was really cool. And we didn't know really a lot of details about it, if it was going to work in free roam, if it was only going to work in the arena modes. But at the end of the day, it would have been a really cool car that was cut from the game. Well, it looks like there's been another one of these vehicles found, and it seems like Rockstar cut quite a handful of vehicles from the Arena War update. This was posted by Rockstar insider FunMW2 the other day. He said this: a custom variant of the Cognoscenti was cut from Arena War. It was supposed to be an arena contender. Now, in case you guys are unaware about what the Cognoscenti is, this is a vehicle that has been in the GTA series for a long time. It's been in Grand Theft Auto 4, The Lost in the Dam, The Ballad of Gay Tony, Chinatown Wars, and then it was eventually added in Grand Theft Auto Online in the Executives and Other Criminals DLC back in December of 2015. And in case you guys are curious as well, it's mostly based off of the Maybach Type 57, but it also takes a ton of influences from the Bentley Continental as well. So that's sort of the hybrid you're getting here with this vehicle. And to me, this one is kind of odd as an Arena War choice, and maybe that's why Rockstar ended up cutting it and opting to not add it into the game, because as you guys can clearly see here, it is a luxury four-door sedan that doesn't really scream Arena War to me. When I think of Arena War, I think of monster trucks and muscle cars and bikes and sports cars. I don't think of luxury sedans, and that's certainly what the Cognoscenti really offers. Now, another reason why Rockstar maybe didn't add this into the game is just due to the sheer lack of customization. This vehicle has no unique customization options aside from changing the paint scheme, primary, secondary, and trim. So maybe Rockstar thought to themselves, okay, this wouldn't be a really fun vehicle to use if you couldn't really customize it all that much, because that's one of the big parts of Arena War is every vehicle is so unique in terms of the crazy amount of customization options that you can put on this vehicle. So now that we know what vehicle was going to be added and what it was going to be called, which was the Arena Contender, and by the way, there's already a contender in game, which is like a pickup truck. So I don't know why this Cognoscenti would be transformed into the Arena Contender. To me, that seems a little bit of a strange connection right there. But either way, that's what the vehicle was going to be called. We also get some more details from FunMW2 on how it was potentially going to work. So he said this the other day on the GTA forum site. He stated, by the way, the cut Vamos I talked about had a special ability like the shunt boost. The shunt boost is codenamed VMMCDVSHNT in the creator scripts, which is short for vehicle shunt. The one for the cut Vamos is codenamed FMMCDVHBST. So that would be vehicle something boost. FunMW2 thinks it's either hacker, hunter, or horror boost. He says horror boost seems like it because it was supposed to be death proof. So you would use this boost to ram into other vehicles, which would damage them enough to explode depending on how fast you're going. So it begs the question, would this arena version of the Cognoscenti have a similar feature? I don't know if it would, because with the Vamos, that vehicle was specifically based off of the one that was featured in Death Proof, which was a Chevy Nova. It even has the Death Proof livery that you can add in the Los Santos custom shop too. So it was sort of a pop culture reference, whereas I don't know if the ENUS Cognoscenti is really a pop culture reference. It's just a vehicle that's been featured in GTA many times over again. And if we actually take a look at this vehicle on the in-game GTA Online website, there's a handful of different versions. Specifically with the ENUS Cognoscenti, you have two versions. You have a standard version, which is $254,000, and then you have an armored version, which is $558,000. So the price of the vehicle is not terribly expensive, but it nearly doubles when you add the armor plating on there to over $500,000. And there's also a couple of other versions of the Cognoscenti as well. There's a Cognoscenti Cabrio that has been in the game since day one. It is a two-door convertible version of this vehicle for $185,000, and that's been in the game since day one. And also in Executives and Other Criminals, Rockstar added the Cognoscenti 55, which is basically just the full-size sedan version of this vehicle. The regular price is $154,000, and the armored version is $396,000. So there's a handful of variations of the Cognoscenti already in game, so it wouldn't shock me if Rockstar wanted to add another version to online, the Arena variant. We've seen them do this in the past with vehicles like the Comet, for example. The Comet has like 5 or 6 different versions. So once they've established a car that they like adding into the game, they tend to do that over and over and over again. We've seen that with the Cognoscenti, and we've seen that with the Comet and a handful of other cars as well. So that sort of brings up an interesting question. How much would this vehicle cost? Would it be on the line of the other Arena War variant vehicles where you would pay the normal amount for the vehicle, like the $150-something thousand or the $200-something thousand, and then you would just simply upgrade it to whatever version you want? Would this have a Nightmare version? Would it have an Apocalypse version? Would it have a Future Shock version? And if that's the case, the vehicle wouldn't be more than like $1.5, $1.6 million when it's all said and done. However, just like the Vamos, if it was something incredibly special, would it be its own version of an Arena War vehicle where it could cost multiple millions of dollars, like we see with some of the more unique vehicles added into the game? Now, just like with the Vamos, the big question here is, could a vehicle like this ever make a reappearance in GTA Online, or is it lost forever? I mean, the scripts of this car and sort of its remains can be found in the game, so could it ever reappear again? Well, according to FunMW2, the answer is yes. He was responding to a question that was, I would not be surprised if Rockstar decides to treat Arena War similarly to stunt races. I have a feeling that we are going to see a part 2 of Arena War, which will give us access to the Arena creator, add more Arena War vehicles, including the cut Vamos and Cognoscenti, and more maps. Who knows, maybe those cut Arena maps were packaged with the update by mistake and are planned to be released in a future update. It wouldn't be the first time, and that's certainly correct. It wouldn't be the first time. And FunMW2 said, I was thinking the same thing. If anything, Rockstar tends to use cut content for future updates. I mean, this Arena War update used the Maze Bank Arena, which was cut content. The Cognoscenti and the Vamos could be coming with something like an Arena War Part 2 kind of update. And I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't sound all that great to me. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think Arena War is a bad update. But if you break it down at its most basic level, it's essentially just a bunch of adversary modes that all take place in the Maze Bank Arena, sort of a new interior, a new little workshop to upgrade those new vehicles. And for the most part, that's it. There's new clothing and masks, but there wasn't like major features that were changed with this update. There wasn't anything crazy new to make money. I mean, there were fun elements to this DLC, like the arena points and the skill points. And don't get me wrong, I really like the Arena War modes, but they're just adversary modes at the end of the day. And I don't know if people would be interested in a part 2 of this with the same type of Mad Max apocalyptic style vehicles and more Arena War modes. Although that might be what the future of Grand Theft Auto Online is, because I can almost guarantee you that sooner rather than later, Rockstar is going to start ramping things up for Red Dead Online. It'll eventually get out of its beta stage. It'll eventually get DLCs and content updates similarly to what we saw with GTA Online. And because of that, it almost seems as if GTA Online will be forced to sit on the back burner, which doesn't shock me, as it's been, 4 or 5 years of this game getting consistent updates, and it's honestly time to move on. So could we see vehicles like the Cut Cognoscenti and the Vamos return in a future update? Well, it kind of sounds like that might be the case, and I think that might leave a couple of people, or maybe a lot more than a couple of people, upset, because there are still so many themes that Rockstar could explore in GTA Online. And as I've been stating throughout this video, I think it's awesome that they opened up the Maze Bank Arena. That's something that I think they should have done a long time ago, and it's really cool what they've done. But there's a lot of other things to do as well, and I just feel like doing a part 2 of really the same thing would be a little bit unfortunate. But a lot of the vehicles that we've seen mentioned so far, like the Cognoscenti, like the Vamos, would be really cool. The Vamos obviously being a new vehicle with a really cool feature, and the Cognoscenti would finally be able to get sort of a nice little upgrade after 3 or 4 years of really not having anything done to it. So I think that would be amazing, but of course, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below on everything we discussed today and more. Number one, what do you think of this sort of cut vehicle in GTA Online that Rockstar has hidden away in the files, the Cognoscenti in a Arena variant version? And number two, what do you think of an Arena War Part 2 update arriving into the game? Would you like that? Would you not like that? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA and Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.